Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Black Coach Podcast. I am your host, Calvin. We have a special episode today. So today we're focusing on Black-owned businesses, and today we have Will Carver here with us. He's the owner of Tacos with a Twist, and he allowed us every Wednesday of the week to come here and record. So I appreciate that, Will.
No problem.
All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. So Will, I know the viewers don't know, but just tell us a little bit about yourself.
As I spoke earlier, I'm from Franklin.
Right.
I'm 37 years old. Of course, I like to consider myself a Nashville native because I grew up around the Nashville area. I was actually born in Nashville, but just raised in Franklin. One of the things that I've enjoyed watching these places, watch it grow as much as it has. And that's one of the things that, for myself, that I've been so excited about Nashville, to be a part of the growth and bring something good to the city.
Right.
So that was the idea for here. But I have a daughter. She's 13 years old. Actually turned 14 this past Saturday.
Okay.
Take care of her. That's my pride and joy. She lives with me, so I got the blessings and the responsibility that I love. Some good responsibility.
Right.
She stays with me. Went through high school, graduated from Franklin High School.
Okay.
And through that process, went out to MTSU, did college out there, never got a degree. It just wasn't for me, which
Right.
people did a good thing on it, it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And from that aspect, I got into the promotions, entertainment side of things back in, the early 2000s and mid 2000s. And that's where the bar field and the restaurant ideas came from, because I was running around promoting them and having fun. Of course, with the dreams and the hopes and wishes that I own my own one day.
Okay. So, how did you get into just promoting? Was it just something that just came to you?
Growing up in high school, our family, we owned quite a bit of land in Homelessville. And so all of the high school parties were on my field, on my land. So I was the party guy. I was the guy that used to have all the big parties. And I'm going to say what we did in the party, but we had a really good time. And we enjoyed ourselves as youth. And they were like, man, the parties are crazy. So I was known as Will the party guy. We got it through the big parties on the land.
Okay.
So when it was time for me to go somewhere and make a move, it was a couple of phone calls away, and everybody was like, "Where's Will at?" He knows he's where the party is. So that's how that revolved. It started with my relationship with BB Kings. I actually worked on a guy by the name of Tommy. Tommy owns all the BB Kings and has the rights to them. He gave me my first opportunity to ever promote BB's King Club when I was 20 years old.
Wow. So he saw it in you that you had that.
Yeah, he did.
Talent.
And I guess so. That's what he told me. I think it took a little while. I started coming in there, and what I was doing was for free. I was just bringing humongous groups of people, 60, 70. It was like unreal, and they're all young people. BB Kings has an older crowd. I was like, who is this guy that can bring so many people in here? And it evolved into, I was 20. I wasn't even old enough to drink at that time. Imagine that. So that was like, wow, this guy's in here, partying, he don't know enough to drink, but he's bringing the majority of the restaurant.
Right.
So I didn't meet him yet. I got really close to the general manager, and they had an empty spot below BB King's in 2015. And they said, Will, do you want it? I said, yeah, absolutely. Right. So Tommy flew in, he worked the deal out, he gave me my first High Fidelity, was the name of my first lounge when I was 21 years old. Wow. So I had my first club back then.
Wow, that's kind of mind blowing because you was basically you was making moves in a club where you're just 20, what I'm saying? Yeah, you bringing people in like that. That's impressive. That's impressive. So you're like you have a knack for just talking to people and just socializing. You have a way to bring people to events. It seems like you just have a natural talent for that.
I guess you can. I have an eye for fun. I guess that's what you say, and people are drawn to fun. And so if I can just create the fun, I realize people are going to come. Not necessarily my contact list is really long, but my ideas is what's helped for people to come in and be able to have a good time. I give the credit for a lot of other people. They have humongous Rolodexes, and I've never been that person, but I do have that eye for fun because I like to enjoy fun myself too.
Okay.
So that's what I like to say.
Yeah. I like fun too myself. And when I have events, I like to, just talk to people, make sure everybody's having a good time, and just I guess just like you, just really like, you know, just bring the fun to the event.
Absolutely.
And that seems like you're really good at that. And also, like here at Talks Over the Twist, you bring fun to like every day of the week. Like it seems like you have something new every day of the week. Like tonight,
We try.
yeah, tonight is Women's Night. But also with Talks Over the Twist, it's very different. Like it's own thing. Like you know, you can't compare it to anything else. Of course, you sell tacos and stuff like that, but it's still different. Like you know, it's a different ambience. So Albert Einstein once said, "Imagination is everything. It's life's preview to upcoming attractions." And I felt like you can say that with Tacos with a Twist. Like you know, you just imagine something, here it is. But how did that imagination lead you to Tacos with a Twist?
Started with myself. Started with something that I like, and I've learned to grow that if you're not doing something you like or you love, you're probably wasting your time at it.
Right.
Because if you can do that and do it without the thought of making money, the money will follow the fun and the success.
Right.
And so that was my idea, was do something that I like. So I'm not here dealing with tacos and I don't like them. You know, I'm here enjoying them. I'm here eating tacos every day. It's something that's fun. It's exciting for me.
Right.
The money will come if the success is there. And so we can make a successful brand and do something different. Don't be like the next person, open up a hot chicken or soul food, which are great markets. Just why don't I just do something different when there's so much room for growth?
Right.
So that was my idea of opening this place. Like, hey, you know, and to be fun, small, not big, but be unique. You know, be your own version of it. Yeah.
Right.
Don't go look at somebody else's menu and say, well, we're just gonna do it down the road and see. Hopefully, we can get more people to pass us.
Right. I felt like even if you did that, you probably still get more people because you just like when I come here, I just feel that energy. Like I feel a lot. I like this place. Like,
cool.
and I'm not even fronting because you know you letting us use your spot. But no, I really enjoy here. Like the first time I came here was on a Saturday, and I felt the vibe. Like I felt a really good vibe here. So yeah, like you brought that here. You brought that here. So also. You don't only do, like you're not only in the restaurant business, you do real estate as well, right? How did you get into real estate?
Well, it started back with the Tommy story. I opened up High Fidelity. It ran well for a year. And there was a Hispanic club. They wanted to buy it out, better lease terms. We were a partnership, so I wasn't paying the lease, so he could profit a little bit more and do a better situation. So we agreed, and he bought me out of my half. And so I got into purchasing a t-shirt shop. I took my funds, my proceeds, bought a t-shirt shop, and with the sale of that nightclub back to the previous owner, we noticed real estate in 2005, 2006. We're actually doing really well at that time. That's when they were giving loans. I'm not sure if you remember that time, but 2006, a lot of people, it was really easy to get lending. And we didn't know it, but you know, the lending companies were doing things they wasn't supposed to, so they were easily pushing you into property. So with the proceeds of the sale, I had enough funds to buy 3 houses. And I was 21 years old, 22 at the time. So I bought me one, my mom one, and I bought a flip house. And the flip house was the worst idea I thought I had ever done in my life. And so when I purchased the property, we worked on it, got some people in there, and they destroyed it. I kept trying to get my friends in there, from college friends, they kept destroying it. And so my hopes and dreams of real estate were, I'm definitely not doing this no more. So my dad came out, a couple of my friends to help me pour some concrete, fix up the house. You know, we're watching HGTV as much as we can to figure out how to do it ourselves. Save this so I don't lose my butt. Well, I sold it and made a profit. And I was like, wait a minute, this wasn't that bad. What if I just buy them and don't ever put my people in them? And then we fix them up, put them in there.
Make some money.
That's when it started. I did it on accident because I wanted to not deal with real estate anymore. I was over it. I said, man, I got my house, got my mom one. I'm over this rental stuff. It's no good. Sold it, made a little profit, and said, wait a minute, I like this real estate stuff.
That's how it worked out.
Yeah. That's how it started back in 2006.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like, man, like when I was 18, I was thinking nothing like that. Like, you was a businessman, like coming out of high school, man. Me, I was just still where my ideas. Just I know I got to go to college next. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking like that, and I think that's a very good mindset you have, you know, that's a businessman, you know. That's what you are, you know, and you really exemplify that with your actions. Also, I want to talk about like the pandemic, because we're in a pandemic right now. They have been saying that 41% of black-owned businesses will not make it through this pandemic, and that's a lot, man. So I'm just wondering, have you ever felt any setbacks during this pandemic?
It's hard to say, and the reason this is because before the COVID, we didn't do any marketing, we didn't do much branding. Right before COVID started, we had just started doing our marketing and getting things out because we wanted to perfect the concept better than what we want. Get the food quality there, get a consistency with workers, and make sure things float well. And get down with some of the things, the kinks that it takes for a restaurant to run efficient.
Right.
So we wanted to get those things out before we started bringing in promoters. We didn't do no DJs, we didn't do anything. So we took our time with it. It was when that article, Black Business Boom, came out, is what catapulted this place. And then people found out that it was a black-owned business, so the support was awesome. Well, of course, we had to close down. When we closed down through the 45 days, we closed not because of the sales issue, we closed because of a health thing, because I never put health over profits. It didn't make sense to me.
Right.
And I said, I'm not going to be that person. If we got to lose the restaurant, then it's better than someone dying in it. You know, it's just part of it. And that's just the way I see life. And that's just the way it's supposed to be. But for the blessings of it, in June, when we opened back up to the second phase, it was June 2nd, we had the unfortunate situation with Floyd, Mr. George Floyd.
Yeah.
We had that situation. It was a very high stream of people wanting to support black businesses. We were that one that just put that marketing and just popped right before it happened. And that name's got to circulate. And our sales doubled, as humbly as I can say it, during the pandemic.
Okay, yeah.
And it was not at its full potential. And the reason I don't think it was is because we've still been occupying, you know, at 75, 50%. But they have, it definitely increased. It doubled for what it was prior to March, if that tells you.
Yeah.
And so we've been able to make ourselves through. Of course, we had to get some assistance, like anybody else, to kickstart and get that and make it flow good.
Right.
But we have felt it.
Okay.
We've noticed things have dipped. It's not that consistency there because you can't occupy the place like you really want to. You know?
Right.
And you got to turn people down when you're at capacity. That's the rule.
That's true.
But we definitely have felt it because we know that even the potential that we're at, there's still more room, but that room is being halted because of the pandemic.
Right.
So it hasn't been due to sales profiting. Doubling doesn't mean you're making crazy profits. Your sales are just up.
Right.
People sometimes they see that or they hear that and say, oh, you're making double the amount of money. So I never was making money at first and never told you that. So they misunderstand that because of how business is. You know, it takes a lot to run a restaurant.
Right.
It's a lot of overhead, daily overhead.
Yeah. And back to, you know, the George Floyd situation. It's unfortunate that somebody has to pass, but his passing wasn't like in vain. Like he made a lot of changes. Like I feel like people are now our people are like focusing on black-owned businesses and just focusing on just a community.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like we were doing that already, but I feel like it just really heightened in 2020.
Right.
And also, within that situation, I just want to let people know, I'm just going to segue here and tell y'all to vote. It's early voting right now. Go ahead and vote. If you want to, see a change, you got to make a change. So I'm promoting y'all go out and vote and make that change. So I just want to say that. I want to get that off my chest.
Man.
Yeah, because
very important.
Yeah, it is. We just need to start voting and also focus on the smaller elections too, the one like the state elections and things like that, because those are the real game changers right there.
Right.
But also, being in Nashville, we're like the minority here, right? Like we're a very small percentage, so you know it's a predominantly white city. So have you ever felt any any setbacks with business in general because of being a black businessman?
You have your ones and heres, people here and there that's gonna have something to say, or you know, African Americans or the black people don't know how to do tacos. You know, you hear that.
Right, okay.
It's not me doing it. It's the chef that prepared the menu. I just make sure the business runs properly.
Right.
But that's what they don't see, or the things that they don't say. But it's I've heard those things, or may have seen them on a review or something. But the support from our black culture and the black people has outweighed that so much. I don't even think about it, because support here is so amazing. I mean, it drowns it out. You know, even when we have bad days, they're good. That tells you, you know, and that's because of our people that come out and support, that are here all the time.
Right.
Our culture is what helps keep my sales high. And I love all people. We opened this place for a very diverse. My child's mixed, and so if that tells you, you know, I'm an individual that all about diversity. The place is here for fun. We didn't want it to be known black. The interviewers asked me if it was black. That wasn't my reason. I didn't label it that way. So we wanted just a place for people to bring unity together. But our culture has definitely been out and very, you know, very supportive, very willing, and just like with any type of ethnicity, you're gonna have issues.
Right.
That's just part of life. But I have seen my biggest win of support, and I think all ethnicities that have came through here. But I have people have really stood behind me and helped bring this place to light, because a lot of people still don't know about it.
It always like, I ain't gonna say it angers me, but it's annoying when, you know, you're a business owner, but they look at your skin color before they look at the business. Like, oh, so you are a black business owner, and it's like, yeah, but why you gotta label me as a black business owner? You go to the next spot down this street, it's a white man, you just gonna say, oh, you're a business owner. You know, it's like they always gotta let you know that you're black. And like, I feel like in every situation, which is not like I don't want to know that I'm black, but it's just like, you don't have to tell me every day. Like, I know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know that can be frustrating at times.
It can.
Yeah.
I come, you know, you hear people and you don't know how to take it, and they say, I come support you only because you're a black business. Well, you just come support me because you like the restaurant.
Right. Like,
you know, like, you know, we can, you don't go to McDonald's and eat there and ask, is there a black person that's behind it that owns it or whatnot. Like, I like for you to come and I appreciate it, but I would like for you to come just because it's a great place. It's fun, it's kid friendly, it's adult friendly, and it's a very diverse crowd, and we're here just having fun, drinking a little bit, eating some tacos, watching some football. You know?
Right. Let the black come after all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's a plus. He's black also. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be the first thing that comes to mind.
Absolutely.
But I think that's just the way America just sets it up, man. So, you're doing real estate. You got a restaurant. Do you have any other ventures that you plan on doing?
None right now that I want to discuss. I like real estate so much. It's a piece for me. It's something that I enjoy doing. I don't ever feel like I'm working.
Right.
So I'm really in tune with that. I've gotten a little off track, you know, trying to get this place up and going over the past year and past couple of months. I've been reeling myself back in, getting my focus back together, and getting my projects back up and going. But no, real estate is really my main focus. But I understand that that's my happiness. You know, this is a secondary here. I treat it like it's my first, but it is a secondary business adventure for me. Real estate's always going to be first. That's my passion. That's what got this place here. So I'm going to stick with that just because I'm genuine with it. I don't ever feel like I'm working, and that's my career. That's what I went to school for.
Right. That's a beautiful feeling when you go to work and you don't feel like you're at work.
Right. It's fun. You know, you do it. You're like, we can do this all night. You know?
Exactly. It's like, you know, I'm working, but I ain't really working. You know what I'm saying? You having fun at your job.
Absolutely.
Right.
And you make your own schedule and your own time frame and stuff like that. But you know, it is a tough business because you do deal with the minority issues in that as well.
Right.
You know, you gotta figure out how to set your own blueprint, set your own path, and just go for it. And don't be willing to take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And you'll get there.
Yeah, I love that. I love that right there. Well, that's all the questions I have for you today, man. I'm glad you came out, man. Thank you. Yeah, and make sure you come out here, man. Tacos with a twist. Good food, good drinks, and a good vibe. Just come out here. And also make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, guys. All right. And I did that good that time. Yeah.